The security camera caught my daughter standing in the yard at 3:17 a.m. My daughter was asleep upstairs. I didn't see the notification until the next morning. We'd installed the cameras after a break-in down the street. Nothing major, just someone checking car doors, but it was enough to make the whole neighborhood uneasy. Since then, the system had been more annoying than useful. Wind, bugs, raccoons, constant false alarms. So when I saw motion detected backyard 3:17 a.m., I almost deleted it without watching. I wish I had. The clip opened on an empty yard. The floodlight cast that harsh white glow that makes everything look flat and unreal. For the first few seconds, nothing happened. Then, a small figure stepped into frame. Bare feet, pajama pants hanging slightly too long, standing directly under the light facing the house. I felt that slow, sick recognition before my mind fully caught up. It was my daughter, Lily. Same height, same build, same strawberry blonde hair hanging forward the way it does when she doesn't brush it before bed. She'd worn those pajamas to sleep. I remembered because she spilled juice on them earlier and I almost made her change. She wasn't moving, not shifting her weight, not swaying, just standing there, perfectly upright. I checked the timestamp again, 3:17 a.m. I ran upstairs. Lily was in her bed, asleep. Blanket kicked halfway off, one arm wrapped around her stuffed bear. Her breathing was slow and steady. I put my hand on her back just to be sure. Warm, alive. I stood there longer than necessary, watching her chest rise and fall, telling myself the obvious explanations. Cameras distort depth. Lighting plays tricks. Maybe it was a neighbor's kid. Maybe the image lagged. Back downstairs, I replayed the clip. That's when I noticed something else. She never blinked. I scrubbed backward frame by frame. At 3:11, the yard was empty. At 3:12, something appeared at the edge of the frame. At 3:14, she stepped fully into the light. At 3:17, she lifted her head. She was looking straight at the camera. Her face looked like Lily's, but not the way she looks during the day. Her eyes were open too wide. Her mouth was slightly parted, like she was about to speak but hadn't decided whether to. At 3:18, she raised her hand. She waved, slowly, carefully, not playful, not excited, like she knew someone was watching. I closed the app. That night, I locked every door and window. I checked Lily's room twice and slept on the couch with the TV on for light. At 3:14 a.m., my phone vibrated. Another alert. I opened the live feed. The yard was empty. Then the audio turned on. Bare feet brushing grass. A pause. Then a soft voice, calm and careful, identical to my daughter's, whispered, "Daddy, you forgot the door." I was already running upstairs. Lily was standing in the hallway, eyes open, smiling. Her feet were wet with dew, and the back door was wide open. I didn't grab her. I don't know why. Every instinct said to pull her close, but something about the way she stood there stopped me. Too still, too patient. "Lily," I said quietly, "why are you awake?" She looked past me, toward the stairs, like she was listening. "I went outside," she said. "You were asleep," I said. "I checked on you." She frowned slightly. "No," she said. "I was waiting." I walked her back to her room. Her skin was cold, colder than it should have been. She climbed into bed without protest. Before I turned off the light, she whispered, "Don't forget again." I barely slept. The next morning, I checked the cameras. There was no footage after 3:23 a.m., no clip of her leaving the yard, no clip of the back door opening, no clip of her coming inside. I called the camera company. The technician walked me through the logs and told me there were no errors, no dropped frames. "If it's not there," he said, "the system didn't detect anything." For 3 nights, nothing happened. Lily acted normal. School, homework, cartoons. She didn't mention the yard or the door. I started to believe stress and exhaustion had filled in gaps that weren't real. On the 4th night, I woke up because I felt someone standing near the bed. Lily was there. She wasn't smiling this time. "You locked the door," she said. "Yes," I replied. "That's good." She nodded slowly. "It doesn't like that." My mouth went dry. "What doesn't?" She didn't answer. She turned and walked down the hall. When I followed her to her room, she was already asleep, breathing evenly. No sign she'd been awake at all. The next morning, I found footprints beneath her window. Bare, muddy, too large to be hers. They led away from the house. That night, at 3:17 a.m., the camera sent another alert. The yard was empty, but the audio recorded breathing. Slow, controlled, close to the microphone. Then a voice, almost like Lily's but deeper, whispered, "She doesn't have to come out anymore." I didn't sleep after that. I moved Lily's mattress into my room. I locked the doors every night. I blocked the back door with a chair, then a dresser. It didn't matter. The alert stopped. The yard stayed empty. But Lily started talking in her sleep. Not mumbling, whispering, full sentences. Sometimes she would sit straight up and say, "It's still waiting." Sometimes she would smile and say, "You're doing better." Last night I woke up at 3:17 a.m. without any alert. Lily was standing at the foot of my bed. "You don't have to lock the door anymore," she said. "Why not?" I asked. She tilted her head, smiling softly. "Because it knows where you are now." I haven't checked the cameras again. I don't want to see what's standing in the yard, or what might already be inside. If this story got under your skin, like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to keep up with new stories every week.